I've been thinking more and more about the Bad Bunny performance in the Super Bowl. You might think that's like, yesteryear's news by this point. I went back and watched portions of it. It was an objectively good performance, but I think like a lot else on TV, it became, I'll tell you the truth. Me as a parent, I wouldn't watch my children watching it. I wouldn't like the idea of my children watching it. The displays of the kinds of dances, and I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable with my children watching the halftime show. That's really where I'm at. And that's not only particular to this year. I think it's a good display of American culture, Puerto Rican culture, obviously, to be specific. I think that the segment Michael did with that professor of Puerto Rican studies or something like that was fantastic. It made me understand a lot more about the whole performance. Um, but I guess it just wasn't to my liking, but that's okay. It's good for the NFL. I wouldn't let my children watch it. I wouldn't let my children watch a lot of things that I thought were okay watching as a kid. Um, I'm part of a subscription that sends me children's books every month. And, I specifically have those books delivered to my office so that I can go through the books and make sure that there's no, I guess, triggering things there or things that I don't approve of as a parent being imposed on my children. So there's that. And I don't know, call me crazy, but Nancy, would my kids watch any halftime show? I mean, they might, but the recent halftime shows have gotten me uneasy. You see it on my face. It's questionable at the very best. More egregious would be Shakira, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm not really so into showing them that so young anyway. That's just where I stand right now. It's just my personal reaction. As far as the books, I want to expose my kids to the right ideas at the right time. That's for sure. I don't want to withhold any ideas from my children, but I want to expose ideas to my children at the right time. That's just where I fall on that. Another thing I wanted to give my 2 cents about the backlash on Olympians who are speaking out in politics in Milan at the Olympics. If I forget the ski slope guy's name, but if all he said is, "I'm here wearing the American flag. I don't necessarily agree with everything that's going on there, and that's what makes us great, and that's why we're awesome, and that's why we have diversity of thought, freedom of speech, so on and so on." Even though I would agree less and less so, by the way. But if all he ended off with was, "and that's why we're great, or the greatest nation in the world," some version of American pride, he would have been untouchable in a good way. That would just come out of the, I mean, you can't go against him ending off on a higher note. He ended off on a low note. He ended off on America isn't so great, but I'm here. Imagine he ended off with, "America's not going in the trend I'd like it to be right now. I have issues with some stuff that are going on, but guess what? America's a place where that change could be made. So let's have at it." And I'm happy to represent this country, and I'm about to play my heart out to win for those 50 stars and 13 stripes. I mean, who can argue with that? And then you might say to me, "Well, it was an on the whim thing and he didn't have prepared statements." Well, if you're going political, you better have prepared statements. He has a platform and he's decided to strike a nerve that was very political, and he should have. Or deal with the consequences he's dealing with now. That's that. Last but definitely not, second to last, definitely not least. Robert, before I move on, I want to address your comment. He didn't bash, though, like people claim. What he said was fine. What he said was fine. But if he wanted less backlash, what he would have, could have, should have done is end on a higher note. So all the people who are there saying that he's anti-American or he anti-American, or he wasn't, his spirit isn't part of the team, and Trump unleashing whatever accusations he did against them. It could have been Trump. Let's put it this way: the anti-Olympic rhetoric could have been subsided a lot more if he ended off that with American pride and on a high note. That's for sure. So, and I see what you're saying.